Hey, welcome to Cars Workshop. Today we're doing a crosscut sled. I've looked at a couple different videos on YouTube and I'm going to do a combination of two that I saw on YouTube. So we'll get going. We're cutting down to 3.5 for the front and the back of the crosscut sled. So let's get going. I'm cutting these at 3.5, maybe 3/8 measurement for the height of the fence. So I'm cutting these at 3.5, and then it's 3 3/8 for the stop block. So I'm going to cut down 3.5. So I'm going to put the glue in. Next, we're going to put the fence together, and I'm going to cut both of these at 24. Both of these at 24. That's what I'm going to do. All right, we got this glued together. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out between the two videos that I've seen, trying to figure out how I'm going to design this. So I like the crosscut sled that 3 3 did, where she did an angle. That was really good, and did a 45. So I definitely want to do that. But I think I need to cut this down a little bit as far as what I see here. So I think I'm going to do an angle here, down through, and then I'll probably do an angle here, and then put my backer right here as far as the center. So the center of the blade, of course, going to be right here. So if I'm center, this is 35. So I'm going to mark the center here, and then I'm going to do a cut here, and then a cut here is what I plan on doing. So 35, and then it's going to be 17.5 to the center is where I'm going to mark. And I'm just going to ballpark this and put this on an angle. See how that looks. See how that looks. Up there. And then say there. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm going to rip it down to the length of my table here, and then seeing as how I have this at 24.5, I'm going to bring this table down to probably about, let's say about right here, because this is going to go on the edge. Well, we'll see what we come up with. Okay, I decided that I'm going to do this 24.5, the same as my fence, and then do the cuts. So here we go. All right, so now it's going to be 12 1/8 for my center. So I have it now, I have it 24.5 by 27. And I'm still going to use this line right here. I don't have to make it perfect, but okay, so I screwed up. I'm going to put the fence over here, so I got a square edge to put my track in here. So I'm going to flip my fence over. Put this out of the way. Fence. Here we go. And then we're gonna mark the center where I wanted that. So I'm gonna take this over just a smidge. All right, that's my center. Keep that there. I'll lock that in. So, okay, I screwed up. I put the slider on the wrong side of the board. So I'm marking that in the center. Once I mark that in the center, I'm gonna glue this back in, have my angle right. Trial and error, and well, it's wood, so we can always change and redo what we need to do. So I'm going to glue this back down and see where we're at. I'm going to do the fence for reference as well. Okay, so take two. Another piece is in the trash. Recut another sled, crosscut sled here, base. Put another stick in here, put washers in here, and set this at 12 1/8. So I know my center mark is going to be my blade right here, so I can do my 45. So this stick is going to be on this bottom, so when I lift this back off, I throw it here. I know I'm going to lose a portion of it here on the 45-degree cut, but I'm okay with that. I'll cut a slight angle compared to a large angle. I'll cut a slight angle, so I'll be right here. So I'll lose this section of it for the 45-degree angle, but that's okay. So we'll go from there. All right, cut this real quick, right? All right, I'm doing the 3/4 inch bit for the track on my fence here. Built this for my table saw. I get a handheld router underneath here, put the 3/4 inch bit here, and here we go. It's going to be a little loud. So I had a chamfer bit, and I ran that across where my hands are going to touch. So I had a chamfer bit, so I did this side, and then this one right here. So where it catches the sawdust in the back here. So let me clean this all up. Alright, here comes the fun part. We're going to get this. Get this right. God, I hope this works. All right, cutting that, bring it back. I use a square. I'll square this up. No square, and I'm gonna drill. All right, gonna do a test cut. Hopefully this works out. I think that's pretty damn square. I'm gonna screw the rest of it down. Okay, I'm gonna cut this on 45. Okay, this is how we have it. Got the 45 back there.
The stop block is on order. Should be coming within the next couple of days.
And I put 2 of these blocks for safety. All right. So we put the paste finishing wax on the bottom of the crosscut sled that we just finished. Jake, go ahead and put that down in the slot. Let that thing fly. Ooh, beautiful.